We're now going to change out the heating element in an ES2000. First thing you need to do is make sure it's unplugged. Has no power on it. Turn your unit over on the top. There's a clip that will be at your bottom then. You need to take that clip out. It's got 2 screws in it. Once you have that clip out, there'll be 4 screws up at the top next to your wheels. There are 4 gold screws, 1 at each wheel. We'll need to take those out. Once you get those 4 screws out, if you'll take that and just slide your unit out of the case just like so, the unit will come out and we'll go just like that. Now on the thermostat, or on the heating element, we're actually going to have to take both side panels off. On your side panels, there's screws going all the way around that panel on both sides. We need to take all those screws off and get both side panels completely off, all the way around your unit. Once you have both side panels off, if you will turn the thing to the right side there, he's going to show you here, we're going to try to show you, right beside of your fan unit, between your fan unit and your heat exchanger, there is actually your heating element. Now there's going to be 2 screws on each side. There's 2 black ones on your left side, and then there's 2 regular screws right there beside of your fan. You will need to take all 4 of those out on the right side. Now if you'll notice on your heating element, you've got 2 wires there. The white is on top, the green is on the bottom. You may want to get you a note, make a note of that, showing that the green wire is on the bottom, the white wire is on the top, so that you'll know that. Now that once you do that, you can start taking your screws out. All right, once you get those screws out, there'll be 2 black screws on your heat exchanger side, and then there's 2 silver screws on your fan side. Once those get out, you can actually take that heat exchanger in right there where he's at and actually bend it out just a little bit so that you'll have a little more room. Now you want to turn your unit around. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And again, once you see that, you can see your element is between your fan and your heat exchanger, and you can actually see those, the silver screws on the fan side has to come out, and then the black screws on the other side of your heat exchanger have to come out. Now on this side there's only 1 wire, it's the white wire, and it'll go to the top, and then there is 2 wires on top of your heat exchanger, or top of your element, that actually the red and the black. The red will be on the white wire side, the black would be on the green and white wire side. It's the only way I really know to get you to remember it. So if you, once you get that down, if you'll go ahead and take the screws out of that side, again you got 2 silver screws on your fan end, then you'll have 2 black screws on your heat exchanger end. Take those screws out. Okay, once all of your screws are out, go ahead and pull your red wire loose, the red wire on the top. Once it's loose, then turn around. You'll need to pull your green and your white wires off the end of your heat. See how it's pulling out there? And then go ahead and get your white and your green wire off. Once you have your green and white wire off, then you can pull the black wire off the top, and then you can slide your heating element the rest of the way out. Now there's a little wire tie there that you'll need to cut so that you'll be able to put your new one in. Just go ahead and cut that little wire. Don't cut your wire, just cut the wire tie off. Now once you get that wire strap cut on it, it'll actually come apart. You can take your old one out, then you'll have your new one. Now your new one will be sent to you just like we have it here in the pack, in the plastic wrap. Go ahead and unwrap it. Now remember that the end that has the white wire on it is going to go back in first. It'll be the only wire that you have on your new one. It's going to go back in first. just like that. Now before you place it in, take your red wire and put it on the very end. That'll be the end that has the white wire on it, just like so. Then take your black wire and put it on the other end, just like so. Now you're ready to slide it in. Now just slide it back across the front of your fan and the heat exchanger and get it all the way in. Now once you get it there, you're going to have to pop the black ends back up on the fan on both sides where you'll be able to screw it in. Now once you get that popped in, you'll be able to put your screws back in one side or the other. Now when you get your element in, go ahead and start putting your screws back in. Remember, the silver screws go towards the fan, and then the two black screws will go towards your heat exchanger. When you get your screws back in your heat exchanger and in the side of your fan, we will actually put the wires back on. Now, all of your screws are in. Now we're going to remember, we're going to put the white wire at the top. Then we're going to put the green wire at the bottom. Then we're going to turn it around. Put our screws back in, and remember the silver ones go towards your fan, and then the black screws will actually go to the heat exchanger. Okay, once you get them in the fan side, put them in your heat exchanger side like he's doing now. Make sure all your screws are tight. Now you're ready to put your side panels back on. The side panels on the very sides of your, and go ahead and set them up. Put a screw in. I like to put one in each corner so that you can get everything started and lined up good. Go ahead and put all your screws back in for your side panels. And remember, you'll have to do both sides, the left side and the right side. Go ahead and put both side panels on. Now, once you get all your screws put in your side panels on both sides, then you're ready to put your unit back in the case. If you'll take your case, set it flat down with the wheels standing up. Take your unit. Make sure that the heat exchange part's down at the bottom. Slide it in. Put your 4 gold screws back in the cabinet. That's the ones right beside the wheels. Put those in, tighten those down. Once you have those gold screws tightened down, take and put your clip on the bottom. Place it back in there, and then put your 2 screws in your clip. Once you've done that, turn your unit back over. Place it back on its wheels, and you'll plug it up, power it up, and you're successfully changed out the heating element in the ES2000.